Okay, I gotta make a quick video. You folks want to know? I gotta make a quick video. You guys are getting ships. You guys on Mars and Jupiter and everybody, you're getting ships for the first time. Let me explain to you some of the features. What you're gonna do is on module one, which is on the left. Remember, the module here's the right, here's the left. There's gonna be a module on the left. What you're gonna do is you're gonna type in a personal unique to myself or to myself, and you're going to type in AI. You're going to type in personally unique to myself, and then you can type in AI. You can just, you don't have to type in AI, and you type in infinity one dash, like the dash sign, all, and then press enter. And then okay, now she activates your uniqueness and everything. And now it's gonna personally bind to you. It's gonna personally bind to you. And look at this. And now you're gonna type in Riddler Puzzler Solutions to instant solutions, fixes and updates. And you're gonna type in infinity one dash all, and then you'll press enter. And it should fix everything that could be a problem. And you're going to get some organic advanced living intelligence on computers, and you're going to get a little guy. He's either going to be a hunchback. We use the hunchback guy because he's the most friendliest to the kids. He's the most friendliest, and he needs work. He was originally on the gunboats. The English High Queens and the Boer English High Queens are kept on trying to chase him, trying to get him to come out, and he's a real friendly guy. We try to use him, or we try to use one of the Elitas. One of the little Elitas, one of the little robot ladies, because they're the friendliest and they're the most kid friendly. And they're watchdogs. They make sure so they basically just tap on the little organic intelligence computers, and then they activate something. They activate infinity. They activate some great positive that's unique and personal to you, and that's how they earn their money. That's how they earn their living. It's through working for all of you. And then they don't spy on people. They're in their little corner, usually on their desk, and they don't take or you can they usually just take pizza. They take we are the type of people who don't require much. We basically do things just to help people out. Like, look at me, I've basically been living the same thing. They could use an extra watch, which they'll get by working and putting in work for you. As every once in a while you get a new one, because a new one will come along. That one will earn his personality, earn his character, and he'll earn his own ship. Which they don't stay with you forever. Some of them do stay with you for a very long time, but when they hand over the reins to somebody else, they be sure to update the new person what you like, what your preferences are. They got little journals. They got like how I have my thing. They have a journal, what you like and what you don't like. And look at this. Is this the whole truth and truth? What I'm saying? And the ship has a bathroom, has an elderly bathroom. The reason why we have an elderly bathroom, the reason why we put in an elderly bathroom is because, as you know, I come from a family where slipping and falling on the tub is a major thing, and when you slip and fall on a ship, that means, and there's no doctors, that means it's terrible. It's not a good thing. So that's why it's called a walk-in tub. You go ahead and latch it on, and it's super easy, and it's easier, and it also is a hot tub. Also serves as a hot tub. You need to keep your body limber, and you need to keep it warm. So you add the hot tub feature, and they have a pool table, and they have a foosball table, and then they have a gaming system, which has the newest gaming system. It has Dragon Ball Z, has Mortal Kombat, it has Killer Instinct, has Tekken. The Mortal Kombat and the Dragon Ball Z is probably the favorite one. It has unlimited everything, and you can also put a race card thing into it. Some of them have, and it has, and if you don't like that, you can easily just swap it out. You can just tell your navigator, your Genova, because you get your own Genova navigator, which we use Alexa Letty. We use Alexa as ours. Most people like Alexa because she's the Russian Federation main one. She's actually my chiefessa. Her version is on your ship. She's the most popular because she speaks perfect. She actually does light language and Russian, which is super special. Look at this. Am I telling the whole truth and the truth? And people like, and you get unlimited things. You can make unlimited things. You can take off the ship and actually sell. You can actually create a market. You can actually create materials. A lot of people make their living doing this. They basically and those little tube things, those tube things on the side, they actually blow up to a big size. So you can actually use them in storage. You can actually, one of my chief Tessas, Breezy Lady, she uses one. She has a bedroom in one of hers, or has a like little workshop area, and she actually has a desk. She has a whole setup and everything, and she actually makes controllers, controllers like mind controllers in a good way, so people can have more powers and superpowers. And the other one is for the genies. The other one is a genie for my other wife, Kurdish Letty, and her father and her grandfather, which is Archangel Raziel and Chiron, and it has Chiron's cousin, who's actually Archangel Raziel's aunt, and they're all young and they actually share a ship together. It's best to stick to 5 to 12 people per ship, and it's unriddled. The reason why it's so simple is because it's unriddled. Because we went through what's called Infinity War, and there's a lot of looper, a lot of scary mechanics. And as a special thing that they wanted a ship that was unriddled. They wanted a simple, no flares, no fanciness, just nothing that will trap you up, nothing like death traps. And just so you know, you can't rape in there, you can't torture in there. And that's why on all the planets it's allowed for insectoid eggs to be hatched in these ships, because it would be ethical. Because a lot of insectoids have moved their projects to these ships because they're allowed in all the federations, so that they can transport their eggs, which are ethical. Because insectoids used to make killer instinct eggs. They used to make eggs. They used to make hatchlings that would literally kill whole entire worlds. And so that's the reason. And since the Galactic Federation, since I'm assistant commander to the Galactic High Command, and they know that when I say something, it is true, and they actually did an inspection. They actually did a whole inspection on the federations, and they inspected it, made sure, and they did actually test. They run their own insectoid brood test, and actually cured the bad broods into good broods. And you can also get on these ships and get the best tension shaker technology. Because a lot of people are stuck in like 160 foot tall form, or 480 form, 80 foot fall. So basically, if you just go near the ship, the ship will clandestine, but you have to have room on your ship. If you have 5 people, you have a spot for another 7 people. So you have to, and these ships can clone as many as you can, and they also bind to your genetics, which means they can be brought out another time. And the reason why the Antarctic Mars Germans and then the Jupiter and the Elven have to have like a ground version, and they can't have like a space version, is because we got to protect our Elven. We got to protect our worker goddesses from going. I don't know if you folks remember, at a time I was getting really sad because they were going to take the worker goddesses and the Igma away from me. And I said, you just give me a chance, and I'll make you something that's even better for you than then going spacebound. I was telling them that on the energy level, on a subconscious level, that if you just give me a chance, I'll make you something. Don't try to take off and try to travel space. Because I was afraid somebody take the worker goddess queens and the Elven to a dark place and try to do dark nightmarish things to them. So actually, this was actually a solution that just happened recently. These ships, they're ground based, they have holes in them, so that way the Elven can't escape. Elven can't go off world, because all Elven and all Antarctic Germans, all Shivas are ground based. They have to use portals. They have to go through a portal system to go to another planet. They have to get clearance, and they automatically port back if there's a problem. There's actually alerts sent out through our system that Elven or worker goddess queen, there's trouble among the mist, and they'll actually be teleported back to safety. And then this is a requirement because our children, our people, are superhumans. They're super Saiyans. And remember, Igmus are Saiyans. They're actually monkey people. They're actually they're felines. That's what they got to tell. Either they're monkey people or they're Igmu. They're feline people. And we got to protect our feline people, because there's so many people that try to eat them. They try to actually eat to gain their powers and superpowers, which actually did work for a time We put in safeguards to protect this. Look at this. This is the whole truth. And one of the popular designs is a healing is a crystal thing. The anti-March Germans they like to work with crystals, so it's best for you to make make a ship based on crystal making and crystal farming. And you can just get passes. You can get portal passes to go to a crystal world, and you can build on your crystal technology, because crystal technology is famous among the anti-March Germans. And the Elven like to make quilts, like to make headdresses, so you can make this into a big thing. And you can actually use your portal passes. You can make better clothing, make better, because you can just look through the schematic, instant make using the instant know-how, instant transmission. It'll actually take from another schematic and put it onto yours, and it'll even come from your genetics. So if you have an ideal, it'll actually make you a perfect replica. It'll teach you how to make it. Like your AI will teach you how to make whatever you want to make. It'll create you what's called a bob, which could be like ascended high elder, or robotics ascended high elder, or it could be a Natalia or Natalia or Alexi, and she'll actually go run through you how to make this and to make that. And it actually could make you a Relenza or a Breezy Letty. It could make you a Chinese Letty, like a Mulan Letty. Mulan Letties are legendary for making stuff that are Chinese based, that are Chinese Arabia or Vietnamese based. Or they'll make you a chirp Letty, which is a Korean woman, a Korean or Vietnamese woman, which will actually make you something special. Because remember, these are Arcturian chirp family edition, not military edition. Means they're more powerful than the military ships. They got more clearance. They got more safeguardians. They got more they're unriddled. They're unriddled to the max. They're puzzle proof to the max. Because the reason why so many problems happen is because everything was riddled. It was puzzled. Means it was broken. It was broken mechanics. It was broken this, broken that. And the Arcturians actually came to me and said, "Hey, we need your help. We need you to make us something that is unriddled, that is unriddled, and fix our ships, because our ships are so riddled, it's unreal. We got so much crew here, and we don't even know where half the they just disappear. They go down to go use the restroom, and then they never return. And so that's why the ships are bound to either a 5 to 12 person range, and you can get a maximum of 12 people. 21 people is probably the max you can get for these ships. That's your spaceship range, and you just use wave technology. You can use it like the Star Trek version. You can use it with the little touch screen, and you can go at your pace. That's the great thing about these ships. And let me show the pigeon. This is the whole truth. And this is my gift. This is my gift that came from all of you, back to all of you. Because remember, I wanted to make you something that's unriddled, something special. So I made you these ships. I made you these ships from my genetics, using the genius that I had. Everybody was laughing like, why does he make a ship so simple? Like, why does he use why did he use like an elderly bathtub? Well, that's because, a shower, you don't want to be doing combat in a shower. Because, literally, you'd be lopping around. You wouldn't be sitting down while you're doing combat, so you can easily get out and do your thing. I came up with that idea myself. Wouldn't it be better to be using a thing that has a latch on it than to be taking a shower, for you to be flopping all over the place, and for you to get get water in your hull of the ship? It's much better to use one of the bathtubs, and it uses anti-gravity technology, so the water doesn't come flying out. Especially, they don't turn upside down. The ships don't turn upside down. They stay even level, which is a new thing, because the ships used to literally turn upside down and literally go, and that was a looper effect like you wouldn't believe. It caused a lot of problems. Now ships are automatically always like this. So the ship goes like this, and always she never turn upside down, because that's a looper effect. That's another thing. That's the anti-gravity mechanics come in place, and you can never go upside down, because that's how they defeated a lot of people in the Infinity Void Up Wars. It's because they got them to do like a 360 or like a 180, and it caused a 360, which actually defeated them. Actually caused whole entire things to crush people. Literally, big canisters would come and literally kill you. And this is all the whole truth and the truth. And right now, none of these ships can do a 180. They can't turn upside down. And this is actually a huge benefit. This is actually the anti-gravity technology drone. And I love you. I'm sorry. Please give me thank you. I trust you fully, completely, extremely valuable. Portland, America's best women's miracle. For the divine mythic to come and for be good and positive. And for you guys, your ship to be even more on road and personal to you and to be unique to you. So it'd be more good positive for you. It include anti-March Germans, for your Russian brigade people, for your families, for your Ukraine, for you Palestinian, for you Kurdish Muslim. Kurdish, I call you Muslim Angelican because you are actually Muslim Angelican. You're not Muslim. You're Muslim Angelican, which is actually the best way to be. It means you're angel-like. It means you have the light of the angel, but you're also of you're Hebrew based, you're Hebrew Arabic Muslim based, but you're Angelican too. That's why I never call somebody a Muslim. I also call them Muslim Angelican, because that's what they are. There's no such thing as a Muslim. It's always Muslim Angelican. So best room for that to be a thing. Amen. Up and thank you. Remember, we got to select this video at 1616, which is 77, to honor High Queen Saluris and all the Elven and all the people who helped us get to the top.